Hi, my dear friends. I am Dr. Mohit Poda. I am a consultant allergist and immunologist working in the field of allergy and immunology since last 14 years. And currently, I'm working in Jaipur, that is in Rajasthan, India. As you all know that we have recently come through a massive massacre of COVID-19 second wave. Now, when India is regaining from this wave, I'll just like to share a couple of my experiences which I had while working in this field. During the massacre, I was seeing around more than 200 patients a day. And in this, what we had planned was that I was seeing for a morning shift in the physically, and in the evening, I was doing a video consultation with patients all around India. With this video consultation, it was really nice as it has just given us a way above edge above the boundaries. But yes, it did give me sleepless nights. I was unable to sleep for around 4 to 5 days when I was seeing patients dying in front of my eyes. Believe me, friends, I'm literally not joking. When you are treating a whole family and out of 10, 9 are coming out of it, but one is just dipping and dipping and dipping, and you see in front of your eyes, though it was a call on a video call, but still, when you see the other 9 crying out for him in a helpless way, it was really troublesome for me. I had a Sardar family. They had all the possible things money could buy, but at that very moment, they were unable to get a bed. They were unable to get oxygen for their father also. They even tried moving out, and at that time, the whole lockdown scenario was so bad in Delhi that the police also didn't allow them to move ahead properly. We really don't know how the scenario went out there or something like that, that why police was not allowing them. But I could see the helplessness in their eyes when we started losing their father. All I could say at this moment is that from that particular day, I was so horrified, I was so shocked with the whole scenario that the things started happening again and again and again and again in front of me. And I was trying my level best to provide them with all the support which I could. Even my patients, I have a couple of patients who were in Delhi at that moment who traveled 10 to 15 kilometers to another patient whom they were not knowing about. Just on hearing my help call, they traveled 10 to 15 kilometers and they provided them with some or the other help which they had in plenty with them. So this is how I saw the humanity come out of people. What we did further ahead is that I was running a program of a 15 days video consultation where I was having a daily video consultation with a patient of COVID-19, and we were going by step in a step-by-step progress. Thereby, we were reducing hospitalization by up to 99%. But what was happening around that over the time, many a times there were a couple of patients who were not needing it for 15 days. I requested those patients that, sir, you have a package of 15 days, but I will request you that at this moment you don't need the package further. You can come to me whenever you feel like or whenever you have any problem. I am giving this time to another needy guy. And this whole scenario started. People eagerly agreed to it. And I started giving that time to someone poor who was unable to afford even the medicines, even the food at that very moment. And this is how the progress started at our scenario. And we successfully treated more than 350 poor patients in that scenario where we were providing them with all the medicines, we were providing them with all the food at that very moment. So as we all discussed that what is the purpose of our life or what is our purpose, find our purpose. When we talk about this thing, so we all should be prepared, my friends. COVID is going to live with us for a while. It is not going anywhere. We will be seeing another waves. I don't know in how much time. May it be in 5 days, may it be in 5 months, may it be in 5 years. God forbid. I just hope that it doesn't come at all. But be prepared for it. And when we are coming to a preparation for it, don't let this kind of scenario happen again, where we are on a short on oxygen, we are short on bed, we are short on this. India is not short on doctors. We have a very good team of doctors with us. We have doctors in such a way where we treat without investigations also. We have very good clinical skills out there. But we lack on the resources. We lack on the resources and we have to cover up them. The resources should be planned in such a way that we have them for next generations. It is not for a day or two. These resources should remain with us whenever we need it. So that is what we are looking forward to, that plan it out in such a way, or let's join hands and let's do it in such a way so that we are self is sustained in such kind of situations also. And such kind of helpless, sleepless things won't happen with us once again. I hope you all will understand that and will help us all in generating a good amount of emergency response team with enough resources so that whenever we need the things, we don't have this, that we have man standing with us, but we don't have the machines or the resources with us to help out each other.